Masterson and Bryce Williams. The track and field team is in the middle of their indoor season, just coming off the Saxon Sabot Cup, where the men won the meet by over 142 points, and the women came in second in a hard-fought battle with Cornell. Coach, we just go for questions.
Sure. Thank you for having us here today. Excited about where things are in the middle of our season. Obviously, kind of finishing up our regular season indoor, the regular season part of our indoor, and preparing for the indoor championships, and then transitioning to outdoor track and field. Have here with me today, as we traditionally bring to the media days, is two of our captains, both elected by their teammates to be captains of our program at Bryce Williams from right here in State College. Disappointed not to see Gordon here. Gordon always asks me about the State College athletes, and so I bring one today, and it's not here. So Gordon, if you're watching, I did this for you. But Bryce Williams, a triple jump athlete with us, and Lexi Masterson, who does not have indoor eligibility. She's a fifth-year senior with us, but will be back in uniform outdoors. She's our pole vault school record holder. So they're here today to represent the team. And as I said, as we finish up the regular season, the men are ranked 7th in the country. We currently have 7 athletes ranked in the top 10 in the country, with Dan Chisena in the 400, Isaiah Harris in the 800. Both the 4x4 and distance medley relay are ranked in the top 10. Bryce right here is ranked 3rd in the triple jump, I believe, still after this past weekend. And David Lucas and Morgan Shigo in the weight throw. On the women's side, we have a lot of our, in our sprint, jump, and throws area have competed so far this year. Currently, top 10 athletes in the country are Danae Rivers in the 800 and Maddie Holmberg in the multi-event. We have a lot of our top kids distance-wise competing this weekend, so it should kind of add to our rankings total this weekend. But we go into the indoor championships with the men finished second last year indoors, and the women are the defending champs, and I think we're in a good spot to make a title run on both sides again. So that being said, I'll see if anybody has any questions on our season or any questions for our two captains.
Coach, when you watch your women win the indoor and women win the outdoor last year, what kind of momentum does that give both programs as you want to enter the season? This is a little weird for you to be in the middle kind of one of your seasons, but how much momentum does that give you coming into the year?
Sure. So, our women have been at the top of the conference for many, many years. Our women, I believe we've won 10 Big Ten championships between cross-country, indoor, and outdoors over the last 10 years, which is twice as much as the next closest team in the Big Ten. So our women knew how to win. And they consistently, year in and year out, go into these championship caliber meets with the understanding of what it takes to be champions. And they showed that last year with a really hard-fought battle with Purdue. It came down to some of the last events and making sure that we secured the points that we needed to, and we held them off by 2 points. But the men, I think it was big for them to pull off their first victory, because it really taught them how to be champions. We've been close a handful of times in the past, but couldn't close it out, and so it was really and I can, in my mind, remember one of the defining moments. It was coming down to us in Ohio State in a pretty tight team battle, and you get to the 200-meter dash, and there's 8 people in the finals, and Ohio State had 4 entrants, and we had 2. And so that was going to be a huge swing right there. If Ohio State goes and sweeps that event, they score 20-plus points and it vaults them into the lead. If we go and we shut things down, it really kind of puts our men in the driver's seat. And Malik came from behind to win, and Xavier was third. And even though we only had 2 people and Ohio State had 4, we outscored them in that event, and that kind of propelled us to the championship. So I think the momentum of last year has really transitioned into this year, and with the way the season has started, I think it kind of shows.
How much motivation does it now take for you guys to go to the World Championship wanting to defend that title?
It's kind of a lot of pressure wanting to defend a title, but at the same time, I'm personally kind of glad we're not ranked number 1 in the Big Ten right now, because that takes the target off your back a little bit. And we have both a lot of people who have been here for many years who know how to win, and we also have younger people who are really talented, who we're sharing those stories with, who want to win as bad as we do. So I think it's going to be fun going in there and just trying to defend it. No matter what, we're going to give it all we got. So.
Yeah, I'd say right now, as you look at the different teams in the Big Ten, Minnesota is kind of the team on the women's side that is shot out, that everybody's chasing right now. And like I said, there's about 4 or 5 teams, and that including us, chasing them down. On the men's side, it looks like it's become a 3-team race with Indiana, Ohio State, and us. I think Nebraska kind of asserted themselves a little bit this past weekend to make some moves in there. But like I said, I think both teams are in a position to, if we go and execute and believe in ourselves and compete with the confidence that we've hopefully built up through this indoor season, we should hopefully have a successful weekend at Spire in 2.5 weeks.
Bryce, you got some confidence after the school record jump. What was it like to kind of see that come, and what was the feeling after that mark happened?
Yeah, it definitely felt great to finally get that school record. That's something you come in looking at. Like they have the list of school records up in the Kevin Deere Lounge. And you look at that and you want to put your name up there, but to actually achieve it, it feels great. It feels awesome. That definitely was something I wanted to achieve, but the bigger goal was to compete for a Big Ten title this indoor and outdoor season. So it's a great accomplishment, but there's still more work to be done. And the best way I can help is to jump further for the team. So that's what I'm trying to do.
And you talked about it. How much motivation is winning that outdoor title here? The men's program going into the summer and going into that non-school competition season. How much motivation that gives you guys?
It felt great to be part of the first team at Penn State to ever win like the Big Ten title. Is like an amazing accomplishment. So it felt great, and looking at your teammates last year, it's like we can do this, and now this year it's kind of like we want to keep doing this, and it's something that I think everyone on the team is focused on achieving. Even the newcomers saw what it was like to be a part of that team if they were there or if they were looking at it on social media. So I think they want to be a part of the team that really could win the indoor and outdoor title.
For both of the student athletes, being named captains by your teammates, this season, what did that mean to each of you personally as maybe you started your journey? One as a junior, one as a senior.
I think it's very like a huge honor that my teammates think that highly of me. It makes me want to compete harder and not let them down, and just lead by example and be there for them on and off the track.
And for me, it's kind of been just an awesome way to kind of go out after a 5-year journey here, especially coming in as a freshman. I didn't know what to expect when I got here, but the journey's just been great. I'm really glad that my teammates also have put that faith kind of in me to be their captain and one of their leaders, and it does, same as Bryce, it motivates me to work even harder so that they can see that and I can share that work ethic with them in hopes that they continue on a great legacy that Penn State track and field has.
Coach, while we are in the middle of the indoor season, fans of the program are still getting to know some of the newcomers. Can you talk about some of the newcomers on the women's side?
Put me on the spot, Jeff. I've been kidding with the guys team a little bit. In particular, we're having a little bit of a freshman takeover, so to speak. Some of our top performances on the team right now in the 200, which is an event, as I just described, that we kind of sealed the deal outdoors last year for us as a team title. But Terrence Laird has come in as a freshman and is number 1 in the conference and top 15, I believe, in the NCAA right now, and is kind of keeping Malik and Xavier on their toes. In the shot put, we have a freshman, Ben Peterson, who came in and just overtook the team lead in the shot put and is ranked right on the edge of scoring in the Big Ten, which and he's a redshirt freshman, but as a freshman or redshirt freshman to be in that position in the shot put is pretty impressive, because it usually takes 2-3 years in the shot put to really in the throwing events to mature and grow and gain the strength that it takes to throw that 16-pound ball as far as they throw it. And then in the long jump, Will Henderson has come in and this past weekend took over as our leader in the long jump, ahead of Malik, who was the Big Ten long jump champion last year. So again, some of these freshmen are coming in and really, and I attribute that to great leadership from the captains and the leaders that we have to help the young freshman athletes understand who they are and how to compete and how to practice and how to live their life and all of that good stuff. So, and to be a championship caliber team, it takes everyone in the program trying to be their best, and we have some very talented freshmen that have come in and are doing that.
Coach. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.